All right, it's Brian Bless, and I'm here at the Jump Off St. Kitts border town for our Keep Warm, Keep Informed interview series, week 4, and I'm here with the infamous Spitters Union. Introduce yourselves, guys.
Spitters Union, baby, Fats, Rent Boogie, DJ Ill Table Manners.
All right, so again, these guys are really putting on for the St. Catharines music scene out here. I've seen them personally on the Cookout show. I wasn't unfortunate enough to get to the scene, but I heard they did an excellent set. So could you guys speak on a little bit of what you've done in the industry, where you plan on going, and a little bit of these past shows and how they affected you?
Surely Mado, man, we've been lucky enough to get a lot of opportunities to get out there, jump off some shows, out for some favorites. So definitely been lucky that way. We're trying to branch out, trying to get Mississauga way down there. Oh man, in the building, what's good? Yeah, so yeah, everything's been good.
So you guys mentioned the Mississauga show with Joel Ortiz. How was it like meeting him, and how was the crowd response there?
It's dope. Joel's real humble. He's a good man to meet. Handed him a couple CDs. He actually took them. Most people won't, so it was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was straight. He actually put aside time after his set to get winners and whatnot. Like he said.
So now you guys are not only rappers. I know you guys have a lot to do with this town's actual functionality of the music. You're speaking about your part with the entertainment company and actually putting on the Cookout. How do you guys like that kind of aspect of it, as being not only an artist but help promoting your music scene out here?
Personally, I think it's always good to help get anybody from the scene on that that you like. Obviously, you don't just put on anybody who comes up and says, "Hey, I'm a rapper." To be part of putting on people that you think are dope enough to get exposure while you're getting exposure yourself is always a good thing.
Very true, very true. So moving on then. I know you guys got a new album coming out. I'm personally looking forward to it. It's called Hard Body Music. It should be available soon. Can you speak about any features? I know you're the DJ of the bunch, so who's produced on it?
Serkey. He's from Serbia. He linked up from Serbia. He linked up all the beats. The production is crazy. It's at the level of a lot of what you heard around here definitely fits the type of hard body for sure. We got ITL, of course, it's coming together nice too. ITL got a solo project about to drop before that, so
Elbows on the table.
So again, look out for the Hard Body Music. It is coming soon. Now, I know you guys are a collective as Spitters Union, but you guys have your own artistry going on individually too. So I do want to start here on the left. You are the DJ of the bunch. You want to speak on how you became a DJ and any projects that you're working on?
I kind of just started, I got turntables. I just love the sound of scratching and turntablism. Slowly learned more and more. Just started to do battles. First battle was in 2008 when I won a local battle around here. Then 2012 I got second place for Canada. And then actually this year I got second place in Montreal for the DMC. Earlier on this year I put out an instrumental CD called Eureka, which is kind of like an informative instrumental CD. And I'm about to release another CD in a month called Elbows on the Table, which features a wide variety of all different artists actually. Every song features at least 2 or 3 different artists from all around the area, all sorts of people. Probably about 30 different MCs on it. All the beats are going to be produced by me, and scratching is all by me as well. I also had a lot of help though with the engineering and recording from other people, but yeah, it's going to be a really exciting project. I can't wait for that to drop here in a month.
Coming up in a month.
Yeah.
Can you tell them where they can find that?
You probably have to go directly to me because I'm throwing a house party and we're going to see release at the house party. We're not going to do it. I just want other people. I don't want other people with their hands in my pockets at the show, right? So I figure I'd rather cut them out and I can just make all the money myself.
That's an exclusive show. Remember that. Get at DJ Ill Table Manners if you want a copy of that CD. And also, they got keggers. All right, moving on. Obviously, we have the next member of Spitters Union here. Do you want to speak about who you are and your individuality, what you bring to the team, and any projects that you have on the go?
I go by Rap Boogie. I've been rapping a long time now. I'd say about 11 years, but I've only been taking it serious probably like the last 3. Linked up with Spitters Union about 2 years ago. Met Fats probably about 3 years ago, and he told me he wanted to get a group together, and he's kind of assembled, and so we did. We managed to get. We had more members at the start. Some of them didn't really make it. So now you got the core here. We got Hard Body Music I'm working on, and I got my own EP that I'm working on, Boogie Nights. That should be done soon. It's all written. I'm just waiting for Hard Body to get finished up. I'm gonna start wrapping up Boogie Nights. It's all money from there.
Do you let the people know where they can find your next project? Are the links online where they can find you?
I'll be actively trying to push it in every single convenience store, any store I can possibly get at. If you're a promoter or anything like that, just get at me. I'll have some copies hopefully soon. I want to just push it globally if I can.
Okay, perfect.
iTunes too. I'm gonna be looking in iTunes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I also have my stuff for sale up on Bandcamp. If you check out Ill Tailor-Made at Bandcamp, I have all my solo songs I've done with other people, as well as the previous projects, all for download.
And your YouTube?
My YouTube as well is not for download on that.
But they can view it though, right?
Yeah, they can still view it and listen to it all online on YouTube too.
And just before I move on to Fats, I just want to ask a simple question as a whole. How do you guys find being a group, keeping everybody on the same page? I myself came from a group, and that was one of our biggest hindrances that held us back. So I just want to get a little feedback from each of you before I go into your project.
It can be tough sometimes. You know, me and him personally have families, kids, and that everybody's got jobs. Everybody's schedule seems to always be different. We're trying to actually for the most part, though, when we do get together, we really nail it. We get things down tight so that when it is a scramble, we can still come through.
I think the fact is though we actually chill with each other. You know?
Yeah, we don't just get to. We're not just a bunch of ones that get together, you know, rap show. We hang out with
certain people and they never talk to each other.
So you guys are friends first before anything else. That makes the
He's actually
chemistry.
my nephew.
Okay, so family first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I also feel as if we also all mostly listen to the same styles of hip hop. We all appreciate the same styles of hip hop. So when our creativity comes out, we're kind of expressing the same style. We have the same idea of what type of music we want to put out together. Right?
I guess that comes with the chemistry of being around each other for so
It
long.
definitely helps when we need to compromise too. You know, there's not too much pride or anything like it's put into it. So it's side of it.
All right, perfect answer, guys. Moving on to Fats. Now, I know you've done a lot in the industry out here. I've seen a couple of your videos. I love your music personally. I mean, I love all of Spitters Union. But can you speak a little bit about on how you developed into the industry and what you bring to the table in Spitters Union?
I basically hit the open mic and like freestyle battle scene when I was 17. Just really went hard pieces on it. Usually, you know, there was the same few cats that was always in the top. You know, I went out to Steel Town for a couple tournaments and I was in the top 3 always out there. You know, so I started with that. I really didn't start recording and dropping tracks until I was like 19 or 20. But just been going hard. I got 3 projects out. I dropped my first one with It's About Time, produced by Lucas Wright, Synthetic Productions. Shout out to Frito. The second project we did, the second project was the first Spitters Union mixtape we did, Union News. Got about 20, no, actually, 3 joints on that one.
Where can they find that if they want to download that first project?
It's not out for download yet. We haven't put up yet. We pretty much just ran out the hard copies of it, so we got to get some more press. We're going to put it out there just to get it downloaded. You can check it on the SoundCloud link, which you can find the link to that on our Facebook page as well. This right here, first impression was my second solo that I dropped. Still got tons of copies on hand, hard copies to get for them. We'll be up for download soon. I just started getting the Bandcamp page and everything rocking for that. So after Hard Body Music, me and Ill Tailor-Made have got a project. We're going to be producing all the beats on it. It's going to be called Product of the 90s. So that was going to be bagging it up on collab with as many artists as I can for this next release.
Any features on this album?
On which one, the Hard Body?
Second Intermission?
This one, yeah. There's obviously the crew on here. Plus I got Ace Moore on there. And yeah, pretty much every day. Ace Moore was on there. And then my homie Curry, I mentioned he did all the beats for that.
You guys really reach out of the box when it comes to a lot of your producing, eh? I mean, that's good because it gives a lot of people a chance to
network.
Yeah. And it gets your music out to a whole different network, into a whole international field. So you're basically the leader of the crew, or do you do most of the management?
I guess I would say, you know, Spitters in general, all that. Like, you know, we all I don't look at it that way. People state it that way. I do say Spitters in general, but I don't mean it to like I hold any higher position already. We all make decisions. We go about everything.
You got the group together though.
It was me who decided to formulate. I actually dropped. I started Spitters Unit with just me and another producer friend of mine, and that was back in 2009. And I didn't really find anyone up until the last couple of years collectively that I wanted to solidify in there.
And you're happy with the team that you've assembled.
Absolutely. There was 2 other members that, you know what I mean, they always got a spot when they're ready for the person when they weren't. You know what I mean? It wasn't the time, I guess.
Okay, so moving on to the last member of Spinners Union. I believe it's Shades of Grey?
All shades of gray.
All Shades of Grey. So can you speak on a little bit about what you've done, who you are as an artist, and your projects, and what you bring to the Spitters Union?
I got no solo projects yet. Just been doing music for probably about 10 years. Same with Rams, only started serious about 3 years ago. Recorded some solo stuff, but then once I linked up with the team, it was just the team pretty much. And after we finish this hard body music, I got a solo mixtape I'm working on. It's going to be mostly collaborations. So I'm going to try and link up with a new cat on every track kind of thing. And then I got a solo album coming out that's going to be half beats from ITM here, and the other half from the same Serky, the guy who's doing the hard body music. So no dates or names for any of those yet, but they're coming.
All of it's going to be heat, trust me.
So I just want to know a couple additional questions in terms of the Canadian industry as a whole. Where do you guys see the Canadian industry right now and compared to where it was, say, 10 years ago and where it came from in its initial kickoff in the early 90s?
I think it's a lot stronger, definitely, than it was. You know, there was back then, it was only a few cats here and there. You hear about them breaking out from Canada, and now you got a handful of dudes that, you know, like Drake. Not that I'm a fan,
see a lot
but
of
the hottest rapper in the game, and it's Canadian. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of talent in Canada. There's a lot of talent just like.
See a lot of
right
American
now.
rappers now integrating in Canada, you know, like Recon. That movement has pushed into Canada, and so they're looking at artists around there. And I think the border is kind of blurred now, and I think it's more just North America as an whole.
Hip hop I find is more socially acceptable in Canada now, right? You see it a lot more on like a bunch of music and stuff like that. You see like say real hip hoppers like Classified. You can actually see them on even like DL Incognito, guys like that. You actually see them on TV.
And in advertisements and commercials.
Yeah, but they're actually getting a little bit of shine which they deserve, right? So it gives hope to you guys like us in the future time, we say 5 years down the road, right? Next up, you know, the next up people, as long as you stay at it, you keep your craft excelling,
Yeah, it definitely presents the picture of a more vibrant opportunity.
So I'm curious too, who's the one that's always late to practice?
It'll try and be.
All shades of late.
Okay. Who's the one that always smokes the split to the roach?
That's be all of us.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much a fight. Whoever has it.
So that, in the words of my co-host Eddie GT, that always likes to ask everybody, blunts or bongs?
Bongs.
I hit both daily, so I can't
I'll go
pick.
blunts and bongs and joints and whatever you got.
I'd have to go with on if I had to prefer something. Nothing like a big stogie.
You know, a blunt's nice because you savor it, you know, it burns for a while. And
It makes you feel like you're rich for about 10 minutes.
but then you smoke a bong and it's like boom, you get high just like that. You
Chase that blunt with a bong.
So I guess it leads me to my last question, gentlemen, and I just want to leave you guys with a couple seconds, and I'm going to step out of this picture right now. If you had, each of you, a couple sentences to say to one artist that was coming up in the industry, what would you say?
I would say just stick to your own vision. Don't let anybody make you a product that the machine wants you to be. If you really got a passion for your music and your craft, just stick to that, and if the pieces are supposed to fall into place, it will.
Yeah.
Be a modest guy. Don't be a cocky, selfish person. Because a lot of times, it's the people around you that you help that are also going to help you, right? So sometimes you might need a foot in the door through a promoter or whatever, right? So if you're walking around being a cocky, selfish piece of shit, you know, no one's going to really want to help you, put you on, and help you get a show or do anything, right? So don't go walking around like you all that, you know what I mean? Be a modest person. You know, try not to be what's the word I'm looking for? An asshole.
I say don't be afraid to push your music. No matter what, you put your music out there, someone's gonna like it. No matter what, you know. Just don't be afraid to push your music. Just keep at it. You know. go wrong.